Hi, welcome back. CJ, you were about to make your comment on Junior Lokosa before we went on that break. Let me allow you to do that quickly.
Yeah, he's a fine footballer, fine striker. He has worked so hard to get to where he is currently. 16 goals, like you rightly mentioned, 19 games. I just hope he doesn't get distracted by foreign offers. He happens to most strikers in the Nigerian league. So I just hope he doesn't get distracted. Well, if a good deal comes after the World Cup, whoops, he's off, and we are losing a very good player in Junior Lokosa. But for the 35-man list, I don't know about that. I don't know how much the national team coaches have scouted him. I don't know how much they've sent.
Would you put him on that list?
It will be difficult, very difficult to tell because currently we have just 2 strikers now that I'm very sure of going to the World Cup. That is Igalo and Iheanacho.
I'm not saying the World Cup list.
I know, 35-man provisional list. There are plenty of players vying for positions and they play in better leagues, in fairness to him. There's even an Anthony Uja that is not even mentioned and plays in the Bundesliga. And yes, they don't have the goals, but if you check the standards of both leagues, it will count. And Ghana Raw is a very, very sensitive man and he wants the best for the Nigerian team. So he will be looking at all those factors too.
Okay. All right. Okay. Let's talk about somebody who understands Nigerian football as well as a Nigerian. He's played for the Super Eagles and he's been seeing what's been going on the domestic scene. Let's listen to Mutiu Adepoju, his views of football on the domestic scene, especially talking about the Nigerian Professional Football League.
There are some games I've seen that, very exciting and, very interesting. But, there are some which I'm not, happy about. I believe that, we would have gone past, what happened, in Owerri last week, which is not just, good, which is not good, for the image of, Nigerian football.
All right, progress has been made. CJ, that's what he said. Progress has been made, but also there are some things that need to be sorted out in Nigerian football. He didn't mention those things, but I think we are aware.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot. We can't even exhaust them. We start now. So there's a whole lot.
But you agree that progress has been made?
Yeah, for the national team.
Okay, for the national team. Not for the league. Okay, now, NPFL table, what's it really looking like right now? Maybe we can just take a look at it before we end this particular segment. Talked about the fact that Lobby Stars still in there, but then they just have to be careful. Cannon Pillars is breathing down their neck right now. They played one more game than Lobby Stars. 31, 24. That's it with, right? Yeah. Going all the way. So Plateau United, retaining will just be very difficult. Niger Tornadoes, they've maintained these top 4 since they're still there. Plateau United, of course, they're 4th. Enugu Rangers, Katsina, and some clubs you expect them to be at the top. Talking about Enyimba and Rivers, you check they're down. Enyimba got 2 games at hand, but Rivers United 19 games, but then 9th position. Well,
I don't know about you, CJ, but I feel 7 and 8, Enyimba and Aqua United, they're still coming up.
The interesting thing is from 1 to 10, the difference in points is just 9. And with 19 more games to go, that's a whole lot. That's a whole lot. So anybody from 1 to 10 could still win the league. And that's the way it is right now. So it's very, very open. I remember like 3 years ago, I said the Nigerian league is the hardest to play in the world.
It still is.
And it still is because you just don't get easy games.
At all. And Wiki Tourist, check the bottom 4, Wiki Tourist, Sunshine Stars. You have Kwara United and Heartland.
I think Heartland is destined to play.
No, just brought a Turkish manager. No, don't say that.
Okay, that's my opinion anyway.
Okay, let's move on. Okay, so let's Champions League right now, Yemi.
Yeah, let's talk about UEFA Champions League. Let's leave the Nigerian Professional Football League. You don't want your team to be in yellow. Those teams in yellow. You don't want your team to be there. But let's
talk about red when it gets.
Okay. Let's travel abroad. Right. Let's travel abroad. Let's give you a confirmation of yesterday's result. We thought it was going to happen, but we didn't know it was going to be this dramatic. Semi-final, second leg, Roma 4-2. And the name that comes to my head, Raja Nainggolan, if he had not given away that first goal to Liverpool, who knows what we'll be here saying this morning?
But he also scored a fantastic goal.
Thank you.
To also atone for that.
That's why his name.
Yeah, so it's just the beauty of football.
Yes.
You do mistake 1 minute and the other minute you're rectifying it. You have 90 minutes to live out your life and just give everything. Yesterday was just typical of how football should be played. I know there's plenty of goals. A lot of tactically sound coaches wouldn't like that. Like someone from Mario, for instance, would look at the game and be like, oh, this guy is just playing some PlayStation football. I don't like that. They would like it tight and compact, but there's nothing tight and compact in this year's Champions League, and the final will also be the same thing. That's why I was rooting for Liverpool to enter the final and play Real Madrid. It will be very, very open. And for me, I was excited that Liverpool went through yesterday because I was so rooting for them, like seriously.
The Francesco Roma's coach brought up a point. I don't know if it's important to talk about. He said maybe VAR could have helped them yesterday. I'm very sure that's stylishly talking about Liverpool's second goal. And he talks about that goal.
They also thought they should
penalties
have had
also.
also.
The two penalties, Charlotte.
Yeah, you know, football draws plenty emotions, and that's why for some people like me, I would just want football to be the way it is.
Thank you. Next step, Blatter also. You want the human error to be made.
It's a good step
in the right direction.
In the right direction, anyway. But it's all emotions. I'm sure when they go home, sit about it, and we'll be like, oh, we give accounts of ourselves, and they'll all be happy at the end of the day. So, but at the moment, they were pained that they didn't go through. They gave everything. The players were crying on the pitch, and they were so emotional. And I was happy for Totti. He didn't play, retired now, but he was clapping all through. But, you know, after the first game, he said he didn't enjoy the game because Liverpool was playing too many long balls. But this particular game, he thoroughly enjoyed it. And I was just happy watching everything happening outside and inside the pitch. It was just lovely. Salah didn't score. Yes, social media was shut down, but we still had fun.
We had fun in it. Yeah. When was the last time you saw a semi-final in the Champions League having 13 goals on both legs? Have you ever seen that? I've been checking.
I think Rome, Monaco. No, never.
Okay, maybe I'm correct.
It's just too many goals. Too many goals.
Yemi, can you remember?
I remember the ones that had a lot of goals, but it wasn't. It was one-sided.
Monaco,
you know, but this one.
Over two legs.
Liverpool was there for the taking. That's what some of us fail to realize. Liverpool have qualified. A lot of people say, oh, Liverpool is not Barcelona. What these guys have shown us, what they did against Barcelona wasn't a fluke.
Yeah.
Yes. But we say that also about Madrid. And Madrid is always there for the taking. For the past 3 seasons, they are there for the taking.
Just still win.
They keep winning it because they know that in the Champions League it's always difficult to score. And then when you go and score, you throw everything open, then you make it free for all, and you can't play them in an open game
at the back
because they know they will always score. So they don't want to play the tight game with you anymore. They just go there. So Liverpool is learning and taking notes, and they also did the same thing. They are the highest scoring side in the Champions League.
46 goals.
Amazing.
That was the first time.
Amazing.
First loss for Roma at home in Champions League this season.
Yeah. And
first loss.
They also lost.
Conceded. They won. They conceded.
They conceded. First loss for Liverpool.
And the first loss for Liverpool. Champions League.
But Roma, they've beaten almost everybody there. They beat Chelsea 3-0 during the group stage. They beat Atletico. They beat Barcelona. Liverpool.
The
second half, everything stopped for them. I think the player at the time I was screaming on Klopp to remove Arnold because he was playing truly like a rookie at the point. I was like,
he's a rookie.
What's he doing?
I love Red. You know what? Let's get reaction from Jurgen Klopp. Now he says they were really lucky to have booked the spot in the final of the UEFA Champions League.
To start, and it's easy to do so. With a big compliment for Rome. What a performance! What a comeback! What a brave football game. It was clear that they take the risk they took, and we punished it with the first goal in a perfect way. Scored then the first goal for them by ourselves. Unlucky, of course, a little bit of slapstick, and then scored a second one. We had brilliant counter-attacks, but were not patient enough to finish them. So. And because we didn't do that, it was clear the game stays open and then everything can happen. We defended not really good today. Pretty much the 3 midfielders were pretty alone. So it was the first time that we were not really as good as we can be. So we needed luck, and that's what we had. But I think over the whole Champions League campaign so far, it's absolutely deserved. It would have been, how I said before the game, it would have been deserved for Rome. I think for both teams it would have been crazy if we play extra time, if we go 2 times 15 minutes. I have no clue how that would have happened. That would have been really crazy. But so now it was 7-6 on aggregate, which sounds crazy because it is crazy. We came in that competition as a qualifier and are now in the final. And I'm really, really happy for the boys. I'm really happy for the club. I'm really happy for our fans. It was a fantastic ride so far. And yeah, now we will go to Kiev, which sounds crazy, and but it is the truth.
Crazy game, right? Crazy scoreline, everything all about crazy. But I know what he's coming in as a qualifier, and of course booking a spot May 26th. But you know, with what Liverpool have shown, you know, across against Roma, especially because against the other teams they were clinical, against AS Roma, it shows at the back they're really, really very vulnerable. Yeah. And if you had to shut down Salah, you easily can do that, which AS Roma do. Against Real Madrid, who are clinical, who take the chances and all that, do they really stand a chance at all?
There's something he said. He said they weren't as good as they used to be.
Yes.
If you take that into account and say when they are very good, you can't afford to play a high line against that Liverpool team.
All. Okay.
And if they were as good, if their game had been played at Anfield and Roma played the same tactics, the game would have ended like 9-2 or 9-3. Liverpool would have taken them apart. But Liverpool, for heaven knows what happened. Maybe they got scared. They got thinking about the scoreline.
Yeah.
And their form dropped.
Try to be a bit conservative.
You can't play, because those front three, 10-10, 9 goals, they score, they run, they pass. Yeah. They have everything a footballer can have. 3 of them. In Madrid, Ronaldo does it, yes, Benzema holds a little bit. Where everybody joins in.
Marcelo can even come and
score. In Liverpool, they play free. They are the free spirit. They play like free. So if you can cage that, it's not about Salah alone. If you can cage the spirit, the vibe of the team, because then you have a 50% chance of beating them. Yeah, before you beat them. that sounds awkward anyway, but that's the way it is. If you watch Henderson yesterday, he was panicky. Yeah. Yesterday, he almost put every foot wrong yesterday. And on a good day, they don't play that way. They don't do that. So it was really, it played into Roma's hands, and they really gave us a fantastic game. Yeah.
Okay. Confirmation of the slide for the final. We'll just take that, then we'll go straight to Europa. This is where you're going to be seeing on May 26th, Real Madrid and Liverpool in Kiev. Crazy final expected, right?
Yep. Okay. I'll be surprised if it ends 0-0.
Okay, into penalties. I'll be surprised. We need to see 9 goals, right? Maybe 5-4. I don't want to see penalties anyway. Makes me cry. Europa League right now, we have to keep talking about Europa League because, you know, there's a team that is there. Arsene Wenger needs to win this as a Stanford. And he's been talking about his players. Why are you guys smiling?
Well, yeah, make your point. Make your point.
Okay, my point is, if we can just see what we have in Europa League, I mean, the game, Atletico Madrid and Arsenal. If we can get confirmation of the fixtures for tonight, Arsenal will be going to Calderon, which is always difficult to go there and
people
get
don't
something.
score there.
Yeah, they're not playing at the Calderon. They've moved now.
Okay, they've moved, yeah.
So they're still adjusting. Yeah, but Patano, they are still adjusting. And Arsenal stand a chance. Chelsea went there to win, so Arsenal could draw confidence from that. And Arsenal have been playing very well in the Europa League away from home. So they stand a chance.
Do you know the problem for me? See, let me make this point quickly. In whatever equations that Arsenal must win, they need to score.
Yes, they need to score. And Arsenal are capable of scoring. And they have Mkhitaryan coming back. Aubameyang is cup tight. He won't play. But the Arsenal team can score goals and they can run. And Atletico hates teams that run. So they will watch up, see how it goes. But it's Atletico favourites for this one, no doubt. Yeah. They did the hard job at the Emirates. So let's see how it goes.
We'll see how it goes. But we'll go for a break now. We'll come back. We'll listen to Arsene Wenger.